So, I want to definitely... We back in. But I kind of want... Now, there's a lot of stuff to do.
The greatest virtue is the will to act.
I just want to get that question mark out of my... Let's see, adventure guide. Let's see. Sure, try it. So you don't show anything there. I want to see if, like, dungeon guides show furniture. Or if there's a way to, like, see furniture. So I want to try to go collect some... We have camera. Camera, autofocus speed. Let me zoom out more, please. I feel like we're really close.
What are you looking for?
So you had a warband.
A horde.
Glad I could help.
Based on you guys, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of potential, like, furniture that's out and about yet. So I guess I'll do a quickie, quick look around, see what we got going for us. And watch somehow that, yeah, you were not supposed to go here. Which is kind of for Uldum to be struggling to load. There we go. There's a quartermaster here.
You need something? See you later.
I don't want to run a dungeon. We'll just do a quick run through this dude. And see if that works. Let's see how much furniture has been actually put in.
It's too far away.
Wait, why does travel form have a cooldown? Alright, it may have been because of whatever he's doing. Okay, so nothing there. So that's kind of what I was expecting. So I guess we'll just go ahead and do some newer content. Get a feel for my balance druid.
Speak, friend. Strength.
Pleasantries can wait. Shorel Aran.
It's looking nasty out there. Okay, so there's my personal resource bar is there. But my buffs is not. Farron, you've made it.
We are a light.
Farron and Anduin. Launch the ballista. Trying to remember what I hotkeyed on Alpha here for my self-heal. Sunwalker, I'm here to help. I died. Arstor.
Good day to you. For justice.
So there is a movie that's supposed to be like, I guess, Eretor getting overpowered by the light.
Do not give. How may I help you?
Undead priest just doing the best he can. Lorthraxin. And that's a new void creature. The Tripping Shadow Rare Spawn. Nope. I bounced myself right on out of there, didn't I?
I'm out of range.
No loot. Ah, it's just an injured guy. Alright, let's see what we got going on.
My faith is my shield.
Choose my reward.
Light guide us. Dionysus Arca.
We have made many sacrifices. What I do for Quel'Thes. We find strength.
Save the citizens. Orator, wait. The civilians.
A new Belore Delinar. Glory to the Sin'dorei. The dark times will pass.
Get a move on, people. Let's see. Actually, I can, see. The Hour of Need. 6. Some of the stability. Instead of some wrong spelling.
Victory lies ahead. Death to all who oppose us.
Proceed to Silver Landing. Are we gonna get some empowered Dragonhawk flying around?
Eternal sun still guides us. Silver Moon will know prosperity again. The light of the Sunwell be with you. Aldiel,
I would tamed a reagent bag. I already have one. 32 slot one. So we have spiraling lights, grappling rope, and speed light. Yeah, it always seems Tyrellian is kind of being gung-ho about the whole thing. It is kind of his life's work to, you know, fight the void.
we are a nation on the rise. Light bless you. May your heart be true.
You say mount up, my mans, but you yourself are not.
We stand together. We didn't come this far to falter now.
Peace, friend. Steady travels.
Activate some sentinels. Play with this other soldiers. Slay and slay some people. Got it.
Carry on the crusade.
I'm not used to my new stuff quite yet. Oh, Blackfang. Arator is definitely having the thoughts of, is the light really such a good thing? Real-time cutscene. Pylon destruction. Attack the opponent. Zalatath responds to this action by taunting the player. Beautiful cutscene. Inspirational. Every moment of it was, you know, a joy and a blessing. Alright, let's go turn in some quests.
The light welcomes you, champion. We fight for home, for family. Walk in the light.
Into the side of the field northeast.
We didn't come this far to falter now.
I am the blade of the light. Fight.
Collect 7 legendary equipment.
Greetings. Do not lose faith.
Wonder if some of the legendaries are the ones from the what's his name? Cosmic Infuser. That may be. Yep, used by the forces of Kael'thas and Tempest Keep. Oh, and there's a Staff of Disintegration. Didn't realize I could actually use the staff. The Infinity Blades. Scourge Bane. Oh, there's a big boy out there in the water.
I don't have time.
All these people here, and not a single one of them defending me.
I answer to the light. Remain vigilant.
Chronokai Crystal. We fight for home, for family. Walk in the light.
Overwhelming void. What do you want me to do against that thing?
Stands ready.
From the weapons you recovered, drive the monster back. Behemoth retreats. Attack of the Lion chances have beaten back a Behemoth. As it retreats, cheer among the paladins and the priests of light. Their celebrants cut short. As one Behemoth falls in the sea, 2 more arise from void portals. Taunt the assembled force of defenders. What was once a victor's turn to a rout. The forces of the light are in full retreat to escape the gigantic monsters. I hate to say it, champ, but we may be lost.
Remain vigilant.
Trillion. Man, they are really trying to shoot us down.
Pleasantries can wait. Fight well.
Rotation with the Silver Moon Cults.
Shorel Aram. Aldiel Shalah.
Imperatus quest boss.
I'm out of range. I need a target.
In-game cinematic. The Sunwell. Chant a prayer, sir. Chant until we cut outside to see massive light beam run of the lancing the void store above and holding it at bay. The void has been defeated for now, but Urtrix expresses worry. The paladins can't maintain this forever. They have faith, but Arator isn't convinced.
I am the blade of the light. Remain vigilant.
Baladash, Malanore.
Silver Moon Court unlocked. The Renown.
Silver Moon will know prosperity.
Trillian immediately like asking, "Hey, by the way, my people need supplies." The new Silver Moon City.
Our enemies will fall. Farewell.
I would assume there's probably not a whole lot in terms of okay, so there's artesian reagents. I wouldn't know what's in like would be for the reagents. Skinning, leatherworking, Portal of Timeways. Okay, so here is the Mythic Keystones and Lindormi. Effectively saying, yes, this is going to be our This is straight up the hub. Ooh, the catalyst.
Everything has a price. Remember the sun well.
A master painter. Ooh, this is okay. Requires a completion of 12.0 net patch meta achievement placeholder.
The reckoning is at hand.
Requires a deed of patronage.
Salama Ashalanore.
Oh, here's the item upgrades. These two made it. Crests and item upgrades.
This world is vast and wondrous.
Here's my alchemy.
Do not loiter.
Sunglass vial. And oil of heartwood. So, alchemy reagent used for neutralizing the effects of potions and flasks. Herbalism trainer.
Sun guides us.
Midnight herbalism. Requires level 78.
Farewell.
Alchemy
The dark
trainer.
times will pass. Remember the sun well.
Herbalism journal. Alchemy. Okay, so what do we have? So we have our mulch. Which means seeds are coming back. Tranquility bloom. Thalassian phoenix tail, a rare flower. So this is my skill upgrade plant, the Thalassian phoenix tail. Artesian moxies, coalition of gathered knowledge. My knowledge and the quality. So it's not showing me my herbs yet. But okay. Alchemy. So we have recycle, which is the breakdown. Now, what it recycles to, we'd have to see. Midnight healing potion, sunglass vial, tranquility bloom. Moxie, knowledge, quality. Sparks. Ingenuity, multi Composite flora. Motes of wild magic, motes of primal energy, tranquility bloom, argent leaf. Composite flora creation. So this is probably like my other thing where I form everything together, and this is probably used for the cauldrons and whatnot. House decor, tapestries, reagent bowls. That. Okay, so I do get to provide some house decor items. Interesting. We have motes of light, motes of magic, wondrous synergists. Motes of pure void. Transmutation, bouquet of herbs. So ever singing doth. Disenchantment, and I can get a bouquet of herbs, which I guess gets me my this is my transmutations. Box of rocks. Fantastic fur. Scale woven hide. School of gems. Fish. Wonderful synergist. That's that one thing. So Azure Roots, Argent Leaf, Mana Lily, and Sanguithorn. And some Derivate. And then some Transmutes. Some Transmutes around, so I can get 10 Transmutes to get a Wild Magic Light Potion. So this Light's potential is his increased primary stat by 5k. Potion of Zealotry. Your damage abilities have a chance to deal 40 damage and mark the target with Zealotry. Zealotry increases the damage taken from Burst Zealotry by 10%. Damaging a new target will remove Zealotry from the previous targets. Whatever Burst of Zealotry is. Light's Preservation. Shield of Light that absorbs damage. Mana Potion. Easy enough. Serum. Healing and tonic. Reduce falling speed. Void Potions. Elevates your focus. So this is your channeling mana restore. Potion of Recklessness. Gain a lot of secondary stats while losing a bunch of your lowest secondary stats. Amani Extract. Restore health over a certain amount of time. Rampant Abandon. Draw Rampant Abandon. Increase intellect by 5,600 for 30 seconds. While in effect of this potion, the void may extract its toll, opening a void zone at your feet. Void Shard Tincture. Invisibility Potion. Sindori Flasks. Critical Strike. Haste Mastery. Stacking Heals. And Verse. And then the Harinar Files, which increases Finesse, Ingenuity, and Perception. And then we have a Harinar File of Perception, which probably lets me see hidden herbs. And then Cauldrons. I just get those right away. And it has Wondrous Synergent, Nocturnal Lotus, rarely found. Derivate, Petrified Root. So the Synergist is the big thing. And both these two use that. And the Synergist is a combination of every herb. And honestly, depending on how often you get stabilized Derivate, it's not. I mean, I get that from recycling. It's not that expensive. And then my Alchemist Stones, which don't exist yet. And specializations. We have Potion Prowess. Follow the light, imbue your potions with strength, stability, embrace the void, imbuing your potions with their full potential. Learn Potion Cauldron and experience mastery craft potion quicker, more efficiently. Flasks, alchemy, and transmutation. And I can't see what the specializations for herbalism is yet. Cool. I guess just kind of move along. Magister Umbrick.
I have much to teach you.
Rote math.
The beauty of Eversong endures. We are a nation on the rise. What I do for Quel'Thalas. The light of the Sunwell be...
Samuel cannot hold Sword Storm for now, but...
I greet you on behalf of Silvermoon. Aldiel Shalam.
Check in with the civilians.
We find...
So there's a rostrum of transformation over there. So still not letting Void Elves into the city. Lord Thamar and General Amos Bellamy.
Hey there. Safe travel.
Yeah, the Army of Light is literally just shoehorning their way in to the city. It's like, yeah, we're taking command. We need the Sunwell to not fall, and you need us to make sure of that. So you should be, keeping in line with us. Token of Merit, the bank.
Yes. Time is...
The last I saw shadows descend on Quel'Danas, Arthas marched on our kingdom with his army of Scourge. Now another army marches in our streets, saying they're here for our protection. Are you certain of that?
Look, lady, I'm not necessarily saying it's, It's like, it's complicated. Portal Trainer.
To the Sindorai. Be
That burst of energy from the Sunwell, it was more powerful than any magic I've ever encountered. And I am well practiced. They say that army protects us, but I heard the surge was their doing. Do they even understand what they meddle with?
Well, light people. They're a bunch of fanatics. Naruto is kind of, piecing in on that.
We will persevere. Shurel.
Nothing mad where guests are leaving in droves. If I weren't overseeing this place, I would shop it. If you wish a room, it's yours. Oh, Lord Walker Cho's here as well. Flight Master.
We will persevere. Remember the
No one's even talking about like, hardly talking about like the Alliance being here. Beyond just like, okay, so here's the auctioneer.
What can I do for ya? Safe travels.
Valera. And Anduin.
Let's
For Delves.
all
Bran, Hakara Spittooth. Delve Treasurist. Bran, buddy, you sitting this one out?
The answers are here.
But he's teaching archaeology. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Inquiring minds just got to know.
Only goes up to Draenor.
Safe.
Alright, so one more person to check in with. Silvermoon City Quartermaster.
not loiter. Hold your
You ever need to I like how they're being so nice to the Horde. If you ever need a reprieve, just visit anywhere.
items. Stay the course.
Is this the Alliance? That's the inn.
I proudly serve as Regent Lord. What I do...
February's Lightbloom.
We are in...
Ratur is trying really hard to not be like near his father.
Anaria Shala. Shore.
Need to be more complicated than that. Yeah. Yeah. Turellian is just straight up like, trust the light, trust the light, trust the light, trust the light. Everything's gonna be fine as long as you trust the light. And everyone else is like, you know, it's not that we don't trust it, but at the same time, you're not having your doubts. Garden of Remembrance. Something on the minimap here, unfinished sheet music. Lirath, another Windrunner? Dedicated to his grace, Prince Kael'thas Sunstrider. Dawn's Caress. Light Fused Tranquility Bloom. Light Fuse. Burned by the unleashed energy of the Light Bloom node, taking radiant damage. Okay, so that gets me most of lights with some Tranquility Bloom. Umbral Tin. So a Dark Fuse Tin. So probably some of my points would be to offset the damage. Or Rihanna.
Speak to me. May you let Baladash Malanore.
So as we ignite, simple patch growth here and there, nothing to be concerned with. Plants don't think.
Remember the Sunwell. Stay the course. Hold your head high. Time is of the essence. Salama Ashalanore. Farewell.
So, your path leads you here. Wild guide.
Perhaps when the Sunwell blew sky high into that swirling vortex? Sorry, I'm a bit overwhelmed.
But a little burst of light from the Sunwell definitely kind of screwed everything up.
The eternal sun guides us.
Decision.
The reckoning is at hand.
I need to target something first.
Eastern Plain, Zulaman, nicely expanded out there. Isle of Quel'Danas, bit platformed. Eastern Plague Land, bit of stuff there. We've got the Void Storm. And Haranda. So Storming or this big. Sharp Maw is already dead, so wait for her to respond. There's an Azerroot up here. New herb. Oh, Sharpmaw is dead by a murderous light bloom. The local pest marking its territory. Mr. Fluff, get down here. There's a cat on the fountain. What am I looking for in here? Strange plant.
Anaria Shola, we will have justice.
Hawkstriders running amok. Thank you. Those Hawkstriders are a terror.
Ah, come on, Lynx. And that unintentionally attacked that Lynx. Bad note. Another shipment has gone missing. The client is getting impatient. Okay, so you are the person that I need to help. The injured pet.
My poor kitten was savaged. Thank you.
The dark times will pass. Stay the course. Farewell. Time is of the essence.
State your business. We will have justice. Salama Ashalanore. Remember the Sunwell. Be ready for anything.
Side quest, we'll see if I want to continue that line.
You hail from above. Do not fear the dark. Perhaps we'll meet again.
Level 81.
Let nature take
Life seems to be displaced to the south. There's follow the track displaced wildlife.
Watch over you. I shall watch for you.
Some dungeons are unlocked. Nice.
You'll encroach no further. My thanks.
Hero points. Loon's guidance. Light bloom petal wing. A bird, a plant-based bird. And they're being infested. So light bloom is being invasive. As a root. We definitely have some growth down here, aren't we? It's looking like the one Draenor area.
The roots brought us both here. May you lend your song to hers. Perhaps we'll meet again. Do not.
Yeah, this is definitely an interesting case scenario. It's, there's something up there. Some other random quests around here. Primary quest. Runestones. Okay. Ugh. Look. This clothing does not exist yet. This is the Haranar set. All right. Let's see. What else? I kind of feel like I'm probably going to stop here on quests for right now. Let's see. Is there some people doing quests? Let's take a flight around. Let's just do a flight around. So we have a literal hole in the void over here from Quel'Thalad, the Sunwell. There's a Sanguine Thorn here. A Rookery. The Dragon Hawks. I guess they finally had that bridge rebuilt since Arthas screwed everything up. Thanks for the follow there, Boom King. Can I show the skill tree? I absolutely can. I also cannot loot this herb. How dare. Just 1 second. Yeah, overall, there's been definitely, I'm guessing, I presume, based on your name, Boomkin is kind of what you're looking at primarily here. Overall, on the balance, we're going to avoid the druid side. There's some changes, like here's a gift of the wild, 100% more increased to Mark of the Wild is 100% more effective on yourself, and some other minor stuff here and there, but we won't worry about that. Though the 30% heal is gone, which is sad. Let's see. So, big thing here, if you've seen it or not, Eclipse is now a cooldown. So, you trigger Eclipse whenever you want. So, 30-second cooldown, and with this talent here, Improve Eclipse, you can get a second charge of it. And you can change which Eclipse you want to enter based on whether you cast Wrath or Starfire beforehand. Now, it still is Eclipse, so as you can see here, it's currently in Solar Eclipse mode. It'll last for 15 seconds. And nature spells deal 15% increased damage. Wrath deals 50% more damage. And it'll work same thing in lunar. You know, that doesn't change, but you get to choose when you want the eclipses to go. And no longer do you have to juggle like the old like in current live where it's like, all right, I'm in solar eclipse ends. Now I gotta cast 2 starfires to re-enter solar eclipse. It's if you just wanna, if you only want to use Wrath, just toss starfire out the window. Never need to use it. But in your Mythic Plus, you know, go ham with starfire and only use starfire for all you care. Let's see what else we got. We have a total eclipse. Entering an eclipse has a 20% chance of granting the benefit of both lunar or solar. It's probably 10 and 20 because it's a 2 ranker. Most of this, pretty much everything is relatively the same. Like everything is kind of just structured here differently. Yeah, we got tree ents. Looks like Warrior of Elun's gone completely, which is gonna be interesting. Twin Moons, Meteor Storm, Astral Kindling, or Meteor Storm. Starfire deals 100% its damage 100% faster. Extends duration of Moonfire, Sunfires. That's always going to be like super OP. Meteorites. Every time Starfall deals damage, a meteorite falls on its targets, dealing astral damage. So, I mean, we already have that spell. It's just named differently. Goldrin's over here. Then you have New Moon and Elune. Radiant Moonlight, Dens into Dreams over here now. Of course, we still have our mushrooms over here. Sculpt the Stars. Cooldown of Lunar Eclipse and Solar Eclipse reduced by 2 seconds. Orbital Breaker and Sundered Filaments. Balance of All Things. Nature's Grace over here. When Eclipse ends. And it also has a pairing of Elune's Challenge. When you exit Eclipse with less than 40 astral power, Wrath and Starfire's cast times are reduced by 25% for 15 seconds or until you enter Eclipse. So you get a choice of either you get your 2 fast casts guaranteed, or their cast times by 25% for 15 seconds if you're less than 40 energy. So this, like, I guess Elune's Challenge could be real good for you leave Eclipse and you don't immediately jump into an Eclipse again, but you get faster cast times in that period versus, I guess, Nature's Grace, where it's like just, you know, you get 2 quick, like, even faster casts. Umbral, and then here's Umbral Embrace, doing the extra damage. And then we have, of course, we'll just go over to the hero, like the big tree here. So right now I'm in Keeper. And you notice we now have 4 lines. So Dream Surge, still a thing. Pair with Force of Nature. Let's go down the lines. Force of Nature cast Moonfire on targets. Then you have the either Taunt or Increased Health. Tree Ents don't Taunt or Increased Health. And then you have Bounteous Bloom. Force of Nature generates 10 astral power every 2 seconds, or the cooldown is reduced by 15 seconds. So either of those could be really good, probably. Regrowth protects you, reducing damage you take by 8% while Regrowth is on you. I guess incentivizing casting Regrowth. Because down here, you have Blooming Infusion. When you cast Star Search or Starfall, your next Regrowth or Entangling Roots is free. So, you know, boom, 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 boom. Take 8% reduced damage for 5 casts of an astral spell. Then you have your Grove Inspiration, your Potent Enhancements. Orbital Strike, play Stellar Flare. Whirling Stars, reduce cooldown of Celestial Alignment by additional 10 seconds. Do I have Whirling Stars? Wherever that is. Yeah, Whirling Stars right here. So this line reduced by 90 seconds. Then let's see. Here, this unpicked line by me. Expansiveness. Increase your maximum mana by 5 and increase your astral power by 20. Scenario Smite. Entering Eclipse increases your haste by 12% for 6 seconds. And then we have our split choice of Force of Nature grants an additional stack of Dream Burst, or Time of Collapse while your major abilities are available, reduces cooldown. And then, brought over from our tier set from the last expansion there, we have Sylvian's Beckoning. Entering Eclipse summons a Dryad to assist you for 8 seconds, casting the Star Surge, dealing 3k damage in Starfall at 300% effectiveness. Dryad Dance. Dryads cause most of your astral power generation to be increased by 10%. And your Starfall damage increased by 8%, and your Star Surge increased by 8%. So Spirit of Thicket, overall buff. And then, to wrap that all up, well, we have our new Apex talents that you get from 80+. So, and then this is this right here is not affected by the Keystone, and I'll show you the other one shortly. We have Ascending Eclipse. Activating Eclipse makes your next Wrath or Starfire instant, and the first 3 Star Surges or Starfalls you cast during each Eclipse deals 20% extra damage. So a free cast and 3 spells of increased damage. Astral Kindling gets a new name and is pushed over here, so it's required now. Your critical strikes deal an Eclipse, cause their victim to languish for an additional 4% of damage dealt over 6 seconds. And then the big keystone here, Ascendant Eclipses. Activating Eclipse will launch a solar or lunar bolt at enemies within 40 yards that always critically strike. So, you know, Ascendant Eclipses will also deal, that. So if you get into a solar eclipse, it'll launch a strong single bolt at a target, and if you're in lunar spec, lunar bolt, which will launch 3 bolts at 500 damage, and reduces damage reduced by over 5 targets. And I have tested this yesterday. That lunar bolt, it hits 3 targets, 3 bolts at targets. But if you are in single target, a boss, all 3 bolts will hit the boss target, so you're not lost on that. If I had a target, let me show you, because you can see, I can show you the Dream Burst, or the burst itself, real quick. I just gotta find me a good enough target, because casting Celestial Alignment activates both Eclipses. It'll actually activate both charges. It's pretty fancy. It's basically a glorified bolt that gets launched out and hits stuff. World map's still ugly because, alpha. Pedal Wing, okay, so hitting Eclipse, see. It's hard to see. I'll do it on this monstrosity since it's further away. So I'm sure you saw those fancy bolts go flying out there. That's the new Apex. If you enter both Eclipses, it's it's 1 Nature and 3 Arcane. But it says in the thing there, which is weird, it's launches 3 lunar bolts at enemies that deal damage, Damage reduced beyond 5 targets. But you said there's 3 bolts. Why is there... Why do you say 5 targets? Like... What? But yeah, we'll go over here and show you Elun's Chosen real quick. So this one, same thing, where this one focuses on, pretty much on the lunar aspect. So you'll need your Fury of Elune or Full Moon. And, you know, it empowers it. Moonfire and Starfire generate 2 additional astral power. Lunar Amplification, each non... And this one is interesting here. And I'll have to do a little testing to see if that applies to Astral. But Lunar Amplification, each non-arcane damaging ability you use increases damage of your next arcane damaging ability by 3% up to 3 times. So a 9%, up to 9%. So it's either, it's like, is that like a cast 3 Wraths and you get a 9% boost? Or is it like if I cast Star Bolt or Starfall, and does that count as a, since that's Astral, does that count as lunar or non-arcane? And then you have Stellar Command, increased damage to Fury of the Moon or Full Moon. Starfire deals 100% increased damage to your aspiring targets, and also Wrath no longer changes your Eclipse ability mode to Solar. So this one would be really good for your Mythic Plus, where it's like Lunar's Calling. It's kind of like what it has it's now in live, but it's like you just can't get a Solar Eclipse anymore. You're always stuck in Lunar, which I guess in Mythic Plus you want. Then we have Moonfire deals 20% additional damage. Enemies damaged by Full Moon or Fury take 6% increased damage. And then split tier Moonfire damage has a chance to call down a Fury of the Moon. And Incarnation increases arcane damage while active. And a further increase of spells cast by Convoke with Astral Insight. Glistening Fur. Bear form and Moonkin form. Reduce arcane damage taken by 6 and all other magic damage taken by 3. So, you know, I would take a damage decrease. We already feel squishy enough as is, which is ironic. Moondust. Enemies afflicted by Moonfire are slowed. Or you can use Wild Charge while in Bear form or Moonkin form, incurs a 3-second shorter cooldown. I'll be honest, I'm probably going Moondust in that one. And then we have a Arcane Affinity. All arcane damage increased. Damage from your spells is increased by 3%. Or Lunation. Your arcane abilities reduce the cooldown of Fury by 2 seconds, the cooldown of New Moon, Half Moon, or Full Moon by a second. So either a 3% increase in ability or reduced cooldown of your spells. I'd probably go Lunation myself, possibly. And then the 4th tier is all under construction. There is nothing. And then the final is just further improve the effects of your Fury of Lunar Full Moon. So, but yeah, that is Boomkin in a nutshell at what it currently stands. And excuse me, I gotta take a drink. So far, how I'm feeling about Boomkin is it feels interesting. And how I am picturing how this is going to go in my head is we might have a very delicate dance between eclipses and celestial alignment is kind of how I'm picturing. Because eclipse lasts for 15 seconds with a 30-second recharge. So even in a perfect case scenario, you know, the start of a fight, you use it, 15 seconds goes by, eclipse ends. You use it again, you got another eclipse going, ends. And then 30 seconds have passed, cool, you have a third charge, 15 seconds, and then it's like, all right, now you have, like, by that point, whatever it is dead or something, you know, you're kind of stuck in a limbo state. But then we have Celestial Alignment that could, you know, it's a 1.5 minute recharge for if you have the 2 charges, and it lasts for 12 seconds. But I'm kind of picturing in my head here a pseudo dance between Celestial Alignment and Eclipse casting to try to always emulate that being an eclipse state, but getting the benefit of having eclipse when you need it. So not triggering it or letting it run out whenever you have like knowing what, like when a boss, whatever a boss does. Like I know a boss is going to do a mechanic here. I won't turn on an eclipse and waste it, kind of deal. That's kind of how I'm picturing how this is going to go right now. The main thing, of course, is just not double tapping eclipses. It's going to be the main thing. But that's just my initial insight on how this might play out. But who I know? I'm just some random boomkin. I've been in queue for 20 minutes. I guess no one is doing dungeons right now. I just kind of want to take a overview of the new Silver Moon area is kind of what I wanted to do. I've already been through Silver Moon itself, but I wanted to take an overflight view. I mean, already Silver Moon already looks more open, I guess. Old Silver Moon definitely seemed a little claustrophobic, in a sense. So this definitely isn't a... doesn't seem to be a bad looking thing up here. Mage trainer, mage trainer. That's a Zaltath thing. Don't mind that. It probably won't let me fly, because... Okay, so that's the raid. The Marching Quell Danas raid. Okay, Sunwell did not kill me. Oh god. Oh god. Oh man. Blessing of the Sunwell. Increase out-of-combat regeneration by 10%. Now, will you let me touch? Okay, no. Flying too high hurts. Splat. I know, press F for respects, but you see a giant, you see the giant purple void orb in the sky. You had to go look at it. I had to try. But the Sunwell is doing its best to keep the darkness out. Yeah, I mean, new Silver Moon seems pretty nice. Yeah, 83, I think, and you pretty much can only be in the Eversong Woods area, if I'm correct. I probably won't reach up to 83. If anything, it's like, I would rather just want a level 90 character, just so that I can have all of my talent points, so I can play around with that. And the working damage meter. Because, well, it's funny enough, yesterday, I have a lot of stuff that should be working, but they're not. Like, so far, over here are, you can have, I have utility cooldowns. You can have tracked buffs. So you can actually put, it's like, hey, which buffs do you want tracked? And then you have your essential cooldowns for your basic spells. So yes, you can Convoke, Force of Nature, Celestial Alignment, Eclipse. And then I have my tracked bars here. For my Eclipse and Star-Lord. And I need this back. It won't come back for some reason. You say, WA, I assume you mean weak aura. What weak aura? What weak aura? Weak aura doesn't exist. What are you talking about? Weak auras never existed. No, but also there's a damage meter. Yes, well, quite literally, there is a damage meter here. They have the built-in damage meter. It does not show up. So I cannot test it. It's not there. It exists, though. But it looks like this area of Silvermoon right here, this small circle, is pretty much the everything that the general player is going to need. Because you have pretty much all of your profession stuff right here in the entranceway. You have your crafting orders right here. Stable Master. I think the bank was like a bookseller over there. Trainer. Bank is right here. So you have your bank, your Great Vault, your Merit Exchange, Guild Vault, your bank. And then, let's see, auction. Is this auction? No, this is Innkeeper. It takes, actually, there's a quest there that literally shows you where, the stuff is. Teleports to Orgrimmar Silvermoon. Right off the stretch there. The bazaar. Is it the bazaar? Oh, this is your delve area. We're with Valera. Since she's our new delve companion. Auctions around here somewhere. But yeah, everything you need is pretty much all around this area. Oh yeah, and the catalyst, of course, for upgrading our gear. I guess I'm assuming everything that is blue, the Alliance can get into. But I've already seen, it's like, the moment you see anything like that's red banner, Horde only. Oh, this is a dungeon. This is the Murder Row dungeon. Okay, let's go to... I want to take a look at the area. So we have light overgrowing the area because the Sunwell explosion. Looks like we have these rune stones we can empower. Yeah, everything's being overgrowth by this plant monster's light root. Very yellow. A lot of pollen. Okay, well now we're into, man, Tranquillin. Wow. Tranquillin not being dead and dreary. They really, like, I guess really, like, after all these years, it's like, I guess it's finally nice that they've actually gone around and fixed things up. With the, you know, the Scourge Scar. Do we have Corbus over here? Some Snapdragons, Nagas. Oh, great, Nagas. Mana Worms. Arcanas. Light-infused Mana Lily. A Quest Mob. Windrunner. So this is Windrunner Spire, the other dungeon, and with the history to the Windrunner sisters. Very run down. Okay, so infusing gets me more motes of light. Good to know. Triple locked safe box. Missing reagent, unknown. So they actually haven't done anything with it yet. Got it. So you need latent arcana, which I'm guessing you get from possibly dailies, world quests, to empower this area. The Runes of Deathholm. Wait, Twilight? The Twilight beings? Dark Elemental? This is where the delve is. A delve. Shadow Enclave delve. And then a nice little pass in the Thalassian Pass to Plaguelands. Without a loading zone. Wait, what is this portal? Is this to Shadowholm? Loading screens seem to be really big. I did a raid earlier to see if it would give me, like, furniture for the house. And it took a long time to load. Ghostlands. Yeah, it says I'm in Outland. Wait, is this a time travel version of OG Ghostlands? Wait, Lumber? Ghostlands? I do have a thing for lumber to get wood for furniture. Yeah, so it's quite literally, it's a portal takes you to the old... I don't know how far it goes, because the map isn't updated yet. But Ghostlands. And you still can't fly. There's nothing on it about there. Okay. A lot of trees. So a lot of harvestable wood right here. Can I, like, take an axe to, like, every tree? I got an axe from at my housing. And it says you can use it to get lumber. Apparently they weren't kidding. So now I have ironwood lumber. So it looks like it's lumber based on... So this Olimbo lumber that I got from Ghostland counts as Outland wood. Ironwood lumber harvested from the area is classically endorsed part of Kalimdor and the Eastern Kingdom. Boy, if that does not fill up your mini-map, then. Just seeing all this lumber. Stratholme is still heavily poisoned. On fire.
What can I do for you? See you later.
Okay. So the other thing is I doubt it'll let me go to Zul'Aman. I will attempt, but I doubt it. There's the thing for Ghostland right there. So they just literally phase Ghostland out into a separate phase. Because Ghostland now is... Zul'Aman. Out of bounds, should not be here. Yep, I'm leaving. Press F6 and issue this spell. Yes. It's not letting me see the new stuff. Oh, there we go. Oh, you teleport me all the way out of here. I think the game got stuck on it trying to teleport me out. But I zoned back in time. And it then got confused and lagged on, you know, taking me out to where I needed to go. Since I hit the no-fly zone. Since I can't go to Zul'Aman yet. That is, at the very least, what I am assuming what has happened. I went to a, a no zone, and I was like, hold on. We ain't doing this. And I freaked out. Still can't increase anything in my house. And let me drag my teleport to house onto my bars. But yeah, here's my quaint little house that I made up the other day. The outside does not match the inside, and I don't think I have the options to really customize the outside yet. But, they've talked about how you can. Also, it's really hard to click your door to enter in your house. I don't have a lot of furniture, but, I may do with what I had. Got a fireplace that you can turn off and turn on. Got my table and chairs. Closet. A barrel that I got. A guest bedroom. Fancy bed that they gave me. Table. Fireplace. This I'm proud of. It is a extended long table that is actually 3 tables, but I kind of merged them together to make like one table, like one like super long end table at the end thing. So I can imagine putting some vases on there, whatnot. Staircase. And the master bedroom. I say master loosely. But bed, chair, table, another fireplace, storage crates. I don't have a whole, they don't start you with a whole lot. Okay, so they do give me some more, but they definitely don't make it obvious. Because, like, I start placing stuff and I start going through my options there and stuff starts going away. It's not as bright as I'd like it to be, but... I don't need to put any glass or grass inside. Hey there, Gabrielle. Yep. G-B-B-do. Oh yeah, I definitely like how intuitive this whole system here is. And this is definitely, like, this housing, like, system is definitely interesting for sure. Platform, pillars, beams. Let's rotate this bad boy. Okay, so there is a right way. Oh. Server shut down in 15 minutes. That's fine. It was getting a bit long anyway. Use this time to do just a pinch more decorating, I guess. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely adds some ambiance to... Oh, don't worry. I just spent a bunch of time in a talent tree looking at it for one of the other people in chat here. They wanted a Boomkin talent tree. I am, as a Boomkin, am more than obliged. And if any of my friends came in here as well, they wanted to see some stuff, then, you know, I'm not gonna say no. But, let's be fair. The first thing I did when I got onto the alpha, looked at my talents. It's like, what has changed? Let's see. I don't have a whole lot more of extra fancy stuff. Put a rug here. Big rug. And we'll just shift it a little down so that's not too overbearing. Oh yeah. We're doing good. And then the other part, like, I can actually easily edit the floor plan as well. So this is how I had, like, I started with, when you first got your house, you have your entry door and this one room. And I had the fireplace, or like, fireplace and like 2 boxes in it. But then I connected each and every node as a room. And then come with rooms. Oh yeah, everything is movable. Like, sure, that fireplace was there, but I can move it. I add, like, there's the fireplace here. I added that fireplace. The one on the floor above, I added that fireplace. And you got a bunch of, you know, rooms to go. So let's, so I click add room here. That's my tape. I've kind of really wrote myself in here, haven't I? So we'll add a room here. Let's do an L-shaped room. Can't be placed in that location. Got it. Can't be placed there. Maybe because I got stuff blocking it. Closet. I think it's because I have too many rooms. So what I have noticed is as you collect furniture, you get house experience. And then you can spend house experience to upgrade stuff. So I've got all 9, like, looks like I have 9 rooms, and I've gotten the max amount of rooms. So I can't do too much else there. And looks like you can only have a budget of, you know, your decor. So I've only used 107 of my 300. Yeah. Ooh. And you can even, like, click on the walls, I'm pretty sure. Or in customize mode, you can change your, you know, your walls. Ooh. I actually wanted the... That, yes. With that green, we can go with a nice... What's good? Accent to green. The opposite color of green is blue. And then we get this back to a warm teak. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm not sure if I like that blue. Alliance blue I'll work with. I'll work with Alliance blue. Let's see. Carpet. Kalendor carpet. Horde red. Let's see what else. Oh, there we go. And also, I realized I didn't, Also, I don't have any dyes, so I can't actually dye anything. You have to actually buy dye. Exit house editor. So yes, I can sit in the chairs if I want to. Excuse Boomkin, not being able to properly sit. But while I do have a little bit of time here on the shutdown here, these plants are new. A quick look around the Horde area, since I'm Horde, obviously. Here's the general map, and each one of these little segments here you can see is a house that you can purchase. There are flight points within the housing district. So you can just see everyone's little huts and hovels and the vastness of what the housing district for the Horde looks like. And there's so many different, biomes. Yeah, no, it is straight up. Let's see, I did see a house I wanted to move to. Because I thought it was over there. It was on the other side. I think they really blew it out of the park with this. This is looking, really good. And it only and here's the thing. And hopefully this sticks. To purchase a house only costs 1,000 gold. Just 1,000. It's stupid cheap to get a house. But yeah, let me go to the central alleyway real quick. So there is a primary hub that's right here in this area here. You got some locals. Got a guy here that gives you decor treasure hunt, daily treasure hunt for a random housing item. So you just gotta solve his riddle.
Build to your dream.
This is where you can create dyes. Fade leaf, silver leaf. Oh, so this is also a way of using old herbs to create dyes. Because these are all old herbs. Slimgrass, peace bloom, bruiseweed. There's a vendor here, but I can't use him yet. And then there's a here's the lumberjack. They got that axe. And then here's the primary portal that takes you back out to Orgrimmar, where the entrance to your neighborhood is right here in the teleport lobby. Like, primary floor, walk straight ahead. Boom, housing. I wanted to try to find, like, let's, obviously they're not active yet, but I think this hub area was also where you find the notice board for, like, tasks and stuff that's going on. It looks like it, at least for the dyes, but they're also going to make you do old content anyway, because they're going to be like, you know, collectible stuff that's in, like, old dungeons or raids or even, like, old vendors. Probably. But yeah, there's a housing dashboard here. So this, you can see like your little like housing experience. And then I guess you can increase your limits of your stuff based on your experience. So at level 1, you get the basic stuff. Level 2, interior budget increase, more rooms, more fixture, a bookcase wall. And up to level 5. And then, yeah, and then there you have your endeavors. That's your community challenges stuff for your stuff. Here's the endeavors board, the bulletin board. So you can see the roster of people in your community.
Strength and honor.
I like to upgrade my home.
Be safe.
What's upgrade the home mean?
Speak, friend.
What did I upgrade? Nothing changed. Oh well. It is what it is. I haven't got a flight master right here. Did they fix it? Nope. He is still style walking. I made a short on this the other day, yesterday, about this exact thing. He's just vibing. Who needs wings when you can walk? Okay, it looks like I just read the a note saying that so they're pushing one final change before the weekend. Hopefully resolve the disconnects and the realm appearing offline. Realms will come down shortly and back up around 15 minutes after that. So servers will be down for about 15 minutes. But honestly, and looks like there it goes. Yeah, no. But this is probably where I'm going to end stream for tonight. I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to do more Warcraft, say, tomorrow or something. I might do something else. But honestly, you're more than welcome to I was gonna say, like, follow, all that stuff, and just for anything new. Obviously, the unfortunate thing is, now Warcraft content will probably slow down a bit. Maybe some stuff here and there. But when the housing pre-enter comes in, I'll definitely be scrounging around for furniture and all that good stuff. And then, of course, eventually expansion. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for being here and stopping by. So, yeah.